No longer my daughter. Doria distancing herself from Meghan Markle. The air was thick with tension as Doria Ragland sat alone in her living room, a cold sweat beading on her brow. The weight of her decision pressed heavily on her shoulders, leaving her heart racing with a mixture of fear and resolve. For years, she had stood by her daughter's side, offering unwavering support and unconditional love. But now, the unthinkable had happened. Doria was distancing herself from Meghan Markle, the woman she once proudly called her daughter. The road that had led them to this moment was paved with broken promises, shattered dreams, and the relentless glare of the public eye. Meghan's fairy-tale marriage to Prince Harry had captivated the world, but behind closed doors, the cracks in their union had begun to show. Doria had watched helplessly as her daughter's once vibrant spirit had slowly dimmed, replaced by a haunted look that refused to fade. As the months passed, Doria had tried to reach out, to offer a sympathetic ear and a mother's embrace. But Meghan had become increasingly distant, her responses growing curt and her demeanor guarded. It was as if the Meghan she knew and loved had been replaced by a stranger, a shadow of her former self. The final straw came when Doria learned of the shocking revelations that had emerged from Buckingham Palace. Allegations of bullying, emotional manipulation, and a toxic work environment had cast a dark cloud over the couple's tenure as working royals. And Doria, once fiercely protective of her daughter, found herself torn between the truth she couldn't deny and the love she still harbored. With a heavy heart, Doria made the agonizing decision to distance herself from Meghan. It was a choice that tore her apart, but she knew in her heart that it was necessary. She could no longer be a silent bystander, watching as her daughter's life spiraled further out of control. In the weeks that followed, Doria remained resolute in her decision, despite the pleas and promises from Meghan. She needed time to process the overwhelming emotions that threatened to consume her, to find a way to reconcile the Meghan she knew with the woman the world had come to see. The media frenzy that followed only added to the strain. Tabloid headlines screamed of a royal rift, with rumors swirling of a bitter feud between mother and daughter. But Doria remained steadfast, determined to protect her own well-being and find a path forward, even if it meant leaving Meghan behind. As the months passed, Doria slowly began to heal. She sought solace in her community, reconnecting with old friends and finding solace in the simple pleasures of life. And in the quiet moments, she would reflect on the memories she shared with Meghan, the laughter and the love that had once defined their relationship. But the pain of her decision never fully faded. Doria knew that she had made the right choice, but that knowledge did little to ease the ache in her heart. She longed for the day when she could once again embrace her daughter, to see the spark of joy in her eyes and hear the sound of her laughter. Yet, Doria also knew that such a reunion might never come. The rift between them had grown too wide, the wounds too deep to be healed easily. And so, she resolved to move forward, to find a way to live her life without the constant presence of Meghan by her side. As the sun set on another day, Doria sat alone in her living room, the weight of her decision still heavy on her shoulders. But in that moment, she found a glimmer of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the light could still find a way to break through. And with that realization, she knew that she would continue to fight, to find the strength to forge a new path, one that honored the memories of the past while embracing the promise of the future.